Testing one, two, testing one, two, testing one, two. Yeah, we look good. What's good was popping? No, that's bad. What's good was popping? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a video by Marie titled "Girl Kills Mom After Being Misgendered." So I saw this video a while back, but I haven't really like watched it and shit. So I'm just here to like see what's up with this vid. And you all have been watching my vids, show some love. Although you haven't been liking and shit, but like let's run more videos. Just leave a like, comment something. I mean, boost engagement. And I love you all. Appreciate for the opportunity you all are giving me right now. So let's just see what happened right here.
Before she started transitioning into a boy named Jasper, killed her mom, her 38-year-old mom, and her 22-year-old boyfriend after they came home late one night, shot them both with the mom's revolver, and then stabbed one of them because, you know, I guess home domestic disputes and the fact that the mom wouldn't let her, I guess, transition and wouldn't call her Jasper. And oh, by the way, she tried blaming a black guy for the murders. Crazy, right? Shocking.
I ain't gonna lie. Out the gate, this shit ain't looking so good right now. Well, I know it's not a good story, right? But like, to blame a black, I mean, yeah, racist niggas out there, bro.
He broke into the house.
Oh, the black guy, right?
Body on the bathroom floor.
That's her right there. Jasper. That.
Like, it was a bad dream, but I can't wake up.
Nah, yo, wait, I can't lie.
That.
Why I keep saying that shit?
Dream, but I can't.
Yo, that diabolical, that diabolical smile right there, boy. Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way we caught your ass.
Like, oh wow! Did you see
Call
that
your ass.
smile?
I said it.
Because your mom wouldn't let you transition.
I said it.
Shit.
A frantic teenager calls
Okay, let's hear
911
the
after
story out.
surviving a violent home invasion that leaves 2 people dead. But suspicious evidence at the scene raises chilling questions, forcing investigators to consider an unthinkable suspect.
Wow, the nonchalance there was. Oh, I'm sorry.
I did it, my
I
bad.
get it. Like, no, honestly,
That's
at this point in
crazy.
time, with all the repeated behaviors of people trying to transition and their propensity for violence, bro, I just couldn't live with one. Why risk my life for something that you're clearly so passionate about to the point to where you're willing to kill me if I don't call you the correct pronouns? That's insane to me.
911, what's the location of the emergency?
Here it is. Bombay.
Hello? Okay.
Help me.
Oh,
what's
she
going
putting up the
on?
act and shit.
Basically, I was alone.
Guy, this black guy. He broke him.
The phone, so I.
Do you know who the man is?
You know,
No, I don't know who it was.
Is he still in there?
I don't think so.
you see, this is scaring me because aside from the whole issue at hand with this person killing her mom because of the transitioning issue and her being angry about pronouns, the fact that we actually have people who have historically called, like, this is not even, I'm not trying to make this like a race issue, but this has happened where people will call and blame like literal people, murderers and killers and rapists for things out of their control, like their race, nationality, because they know it's an easy excuse. I'm just trying to be objective here.
I hid in my room for like a really long time. I don't even know how long it's been.
The caller, later identified as 16-year-old Julia Grace Egler,
There she is.
explains that the intruder broke in through the sliding glass door in the back of the house.
Now, Julia, you're trying to transition. Why are we
That's what I'm saying.
rocking the broccoli hair, the TikTok e-boy hair? You couldn't get a better hairstyle. Actually, I don't even know what I'm looking at. This looks like a curly, bowl cut, hybrid, broccoli haired mess. It actually looks like she doesn't know what she was trying to do here.
I don't think the door was locked, but I don't think he knew that. A hammer by the back window.
Was it your hammer or did they bring it with them?
It was just by the back. They thought the sound. They grabbed it and
This is actually
broke in
scary.
the window.
They broke the window with a hammer that you already had in your yard?
With the glass.
Okay, take a deep breath.
Yeah,
You
this
haven't heard
is-
them in a while, right?
So
The mental illness here.
Two
the
BS
ability
acting,
to
boy.
fake and cry, crocodile tears to
Yeah.
try and set someone else up. Some, random person, some random man out there who had nothing to do with this. The deep breaths, the faking of being anxious and scared.
If someone broke into your house, nothing is your fault. Now, I just want to confirm, do you know if anyone is hurt at your house?
Wow.
Officers with the Palm Bay Police Department arrive and greet Julia at the door, seemingly unaware of the grim scene waiting on the other side.
No, that is creepy. Why did she all of a sudden just turn on the light like this as if she was Michael Myers? I mean, given a...
No. So the thing is, right, she was probably just looking out the window and shit, right? So when she saw the officers coming, she just turned it on. That's pretty much what happened. Well, I would think, well, that's what happened, I guess.
The fact that she used a knife apparently to kill one of them and a gun. I mean, aside from the gun, she basically is. And as one comment said, 18,000 likes. He said to kill your mom over being misgendered and then being misgendered by the police the whole night is diabolical. Now, recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role.
I bet, man. Get your bread up. Get your bread up. Get your bread up. Yeah, bro. Hopefully I'll be like that one day, man. Appreciate.
Just straight mental illness, man. Oh boy, crocodile tears. Oh my, this
some fake ass acting right here, boy.
Tubi, the Tubi acting here is
that's what I'm saying.
Crazy, bro. Like, what? If someone killed my people, like my mom, my dad, whatever, her boyfriend, I'm not staying in the premise. I'm like leaving because I don't know if they're still in the house. Why? She said she was in the house, they broke in, she was in her bedroom. Okay, understandable. But again, this Tubi acting here.
What's going on? Why is there blood on the floor?
I'm sorry.
What? You guys,
no,
are
send
you
this.
okay? Are you bleeding?
No, straight B tier burger levels of acting here.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna let this guy get his shit off, right? But like, if this is me, I don't think I won't be home, bro. Like, someone just killed my pops and my mom's, bro. I'll probably be like out the house, or should be away, like trying to get somewhere safe and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get someone safe and, bro, all this. I mean, I'll probably be crying, but I'll probably be like, I won't be like talking and, well, maybe because I'm a man, right? So I mean, react to situations differently. You know what I'm saying? But like, still, I feel like this is just like overkill for. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But I mean, let's see.
Come outside. Come outside. Come outside. What's going on? Why is that door smacked?
Someone came.
We have medical respond. We have blood on the floor.
Who's bleeding? Where's your mom?
I wonder at this point if the cops already knew, because cops, you know, they have hundreds of cases depending on how many years they've been on the force. I think this bald guy over here already knew something was off. His spidey senses were kicking in.
Stay here. Hey, it was 10:33. Somebody stay out here.
Yeah, man.
You ready? I got doors to the right.
And there's the blurring, of course. Cops entering. Just gonna see the bodies.
Oh shit, got a body. Crazy.
I need to know. Maybe I'm just ignorant. Is this how people usually react after catching two people dead in their home?
That's what I'm saying.
Out, bro. Yeah, probably in shock, no tears.
Yeah.
Zone the out. This level of crying to me seems very disingenuous. But
It
although
looks
this
fake,
is just
bro.
like 2020 hindsight, you know, Monday quarterback type shit. Here she is sniffling and snots, I guess. Look at this. Like, there's just no, it just feels off. Do people really, I don't know.
Please help me.
It
I
feels
guess everybody
overkill, bro.
grieves or cries in
Julia's
different
mother,
ways.
38-year-old Kelly McCullum, and Kelly's
Man.
boyfriend, 22-year-old Matthew Zenort, are found
22.
in socks.
I ain't even gonna lie. This lady right here. I ain't gonna say it.
38 Kelly McCullum and Matthew 22. I mean, Sugar Mommy.
22. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy, bro. That's some crazy ass shit right there. Like, going to your sugar mama's house and like her daughter killing you just because of being misgendered that's crazy work right there, but Matthew, I'm sorry, man.
Type shit here, and the daughter Julia,
Sorry,
16. She's now 18 in the current year because this happened 2 years ago in 2024. I just gotta say, bro, this I still can't believe she shot both of them. Like, this guy,
Yeah.
maybe he misgendered her too. You already know. Listen, parents, they don't like participating in these foolish juvenile antics. All right, you're my daughter, now you want to be my son. Bitch, that's not happening. All right,
Yeah.
You're Julia, I raised you. You've been a girl this entire time. What are we doing here? You're still in my house, so it's gonna be Julia. I'm referring to you as my daughter, my girl, and that's it. Like, if you want to participate in, you know, alternative lifestyles and you want to do this outside of my home when you're an adult, you're free to do so. But as long as you're under my roof, I mean, it's my rules, you know. It's pretty much an open and shut case from then on there. But then if you have a kid like this who literally thinks that her life is in danger, like her entire livelihood is based in this fabricated, socially constructed idea of being this guy named Jasper, then that's a very dangerous situation to be in. And, you know, I would never risk living with someone like this, knowing how historical incidents have happened where people have crashed out for shit like this.
Boyfriend, 22-year-old Matthew Zenort, are found inside, both appearing to have suffered multiple gunshot wounds. A large chef's knife with presumed blood on the blade sits on the bathroom counter, consistent with the multiple stab wounds on Matthew's body.
Jesus, so she
Just
really
stabbed him
went
too.
Michael Myers, man.
Crazy
Jason
boy.
Voorhees, right? Like, holy shit. You truly have to be one dark, twisted to even shoot your mom, probably stab her. Multiple stab wounds on Matthew's body, so she shot the poor. Then she began to stab him in rage. This is, locker. Why did we ever close down the mental asylums? Why?
Both victims are beyond any hope of saving.
Here she is. Oh, disgusting. By the way, I hear she's facing the death penalty, rightfully so, in Florida. This is the worst, the least place, aside from Texas, you ever want to commit any activities like this. You're cooked. Done. It's not New York. You know, you're not getting away because of potential mislabeling of genders and or attacks against your identity. And apparently 3 months earlier, there was a domestic violence issue as well where cops were called to the same address.
Let's hear it.
3 months earlier, on April 8th, 2024, officers had been called to the home for a domestic dispute between Kelly and Julia. Footage obtained from this incident reveals a troubling history between them.
So my daughter, I'm having a hard time with my teenage daughter.
Right. Hard time, repeated activities, 16, you're out the house. I'm sorry. Listen, as I get older, I begin to understand why a lot of parents do the things that they do. And in severe cases like this, especially if you're a single mom, listen, she had a 22-year-old boyfriend. What can you do? You got to get out the house. I'm sorry. It's either boot camp at that point in time or foster care. Either one. Choose your lane. You're not staying here with me, and I'm not waiting to get shot and stabbed.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna just get my shit off right now, bro. Like this is one of the things I'm really afraid of, right? Like getting the key and all this shit just happening to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, marriage and shit. Well, marriage too was crazy. Like, this generation is so fucked up in so many ways that I can't even imagine. More than I can even say, bro. So like, this whole shit is just so scary. You know, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, this shit just. I'm just up at night thinking about this shit, like, yo, how is she gonna be? How is she gonna work and shit, you know? So I don't know. I mean, up to God, I guess. But whatever he says, that's what's gonna happen. So let's just continue this horror story right now.
They corrected twice in the last month.
Shot and stabbed over pronouns, by the way.
She took beers. No, she would not give it back. She started drinking. I have her phone. She's obsessed about, and when she was drinking alcohol, I took the phone. She's like, I give it back. She's very
Wait. Are they allowed to drink alcohol at 16 years in America? I thought it was like about 18 or something. Cause I know in Canada it's about 19, right? So I don't know about America though. Just pointing that out.
Yeah, no.
Let me out of your room.
Violent.
On the thing, she grabs this off of me very fast, starts to run towards the door. I didn't want to touch her, so I grabbed the back of the hoodie. Again, he said, wait, you choked me.
Oh.
I said, I didn't mean to choke you. I'm sorry. I grabbed the hoodie because you were running up.
So she was running. The mom tried to grab the back of the hoodie, kind of yoinked her. Then she accuses her mom of choking her. So not only is she violent and erratic, but she's also a liar. And by the way, here are some images of her, the mom and the daughter. Like, this is crazy because I've seen moms and daughters like this all my life, just regular people, right? You know, you'd never expect a mom, a mom to be killed by her daughter like this over some social contagion. Her daughter, with the proper help, likely would have maybe grown out of. Here's another image of the daughter. Clearly, I don't know what the fuck. Keep your kids off of social media, by the way. The social media is toxic, and
another thing I'm gonna say too, like, social media, when I get kids, by the grace of God, I'm definitely not gonna let them be on social media, bro. Like, that shit messes up your mind and your mental, bro. Like, I still be suffering from the consequences of that shit too. So to have my kids suffer too, nah, I ain't gonna roll like that. So I mean, y'all keep your kids off social media, bro. You know, I mean, I think we all know that we have to be good parents. Good parents take care of your kids. You know, none of this BS shit we just watching right now. So it's a sad story, a pretty sad story. But I mean, let's go.
A lot of esoteric niche communities that kind of brainwash your children into extreme ideologies, and anybody who wants to counter it, well, it was extreme enough for her to end up killing her own mom over
Oh,
pronouns.
mother.
So
Yeah.
miss me with that.
Happened last time that we came. You had to go to the hospital.
According to police records, during the previous call, Julia was sent for a psychiatric evaluation after taking
Of course.
Because she took a bunch of Tylenol, but the access of those to those items have been restricted unless supervised. I don't know how Tylenol is making someone think that way, but let's see what they have to say because they highlighted it right now.
Tylenol.
If
Of
you're going
course.
through anything, I'd rather you talk than bottle it up. Because the moment you bottle it up,
Sent in for a psych eval because she took too much Tylenol. Again, the red flags are glaring. Domestic violence, drug abuser, liar,
Was that a drug?
manipulator, erratic emotional outburst. Why? This
Like
is a
a
ticking
hard
time
drug?
bomb in the mom, because moms, they love their children and they let their children. Listen, there's no love out there like a mom's love. But if
Yeah.
you let these things continue and you keep giving your children after chance thinking they will never harm you, one day they will.
happen.
And then
But now, 3 months later, a
Yeah.
full-blown tragedy has just taken place.
Right.
And detectives must
April 8th, July. Yeah, about.
work to figure out exactly what happened.
very predictable in my opinion, or at least not something someone couldn't have seen coming. And again, this is just one of the many extreme ideologies out there that just ended up in having a teenager living in a house with her mom or dad harboring feelings of hate, resentment that boiled on over and into premeditated murder. It's nothing new. Keep your kids off of social media. if
That's
you
what I'm
care
saying,
about them,
boy.
or at least monitor their activities. That in this day and age, it's something you got to do.
Sit in my room and
Wow.
silence.
That it was so quiet. Silence. Fuck. What are we? A Tubi movie actor. Tubi movie script. Netflix adaptation.
What was loud? Like yelling?
Oh my god, the gunshots.
Shots.
Oh my god, guys. Holy shit.
Faster,
No.
braver, faster.
Now the thing is, right? So for all my guys in like cop school or something, I feel like if you're in this situation, you kind of know, like, you kind of have a gut feeling telling you that, yo, this shorty right here, she's lying and shit. I just know that, right? You just kind of know that this shorty right here is lying. I just, you know, but I guess they have to like get evidence and shit. So I feel like they just know that there's a gut feeling that the shorty is lying. I mean, and the problem is though, like if she was good with the covering up, bro, they wouldn't have been able to find the person that did it. But she's a young teenager and shit, so she can't really, she's not that level yet. She hasn't reached that level yet. So to be a mastermind for all the shit she's doing right now, but I mean, it's crazy how much cops go through, you know, crazy. But it is what it is.
You should still be
Luckily,
here.
detectives are smarter.
Julia spoke with Kelly via text
That's what
while
I'm
she
saying,
and Matthew
like-
were out of the house. But after reading this conversation, something clearly doesn't add up.
You think?
You guys are having conversations. You said it was light out when someone started breaking into the house. But these text conversations are happening at 9:15 p.m.
Cooked.
Not exactly sure.
What, bro? What? If it was light out, evening time when someone broke in, but you were talking to your mom at 9:15 at night when it was dark, basically highlight a lie or discrepancy in time based off of your previous stories.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like sunset-ish. I don't know.
But the confusion doesn't end with Julia's unclear timeline. Inside the home, officers struggle to make sense of a crime scene that becomes more puzzling by the second.
So he must have been shooting as he came in. I think.
But the casings are in the bathroom.
Yeah, but there's a casing like, or there's a.
Right.
He could pick the casings up.
Sloppy.
He's waiting. Her backpack's there. Her shoes are off.
Listen, basically, either Julia is retarded and she doesn't know dark from light, or this guy already broke in, but she said he broke in, so she heard someone break in. So either he broke in previously and he was waiting for her parents and her boyfriend for some reason,
Yeah.
and then the motive, why would he want to kill them? He was waiting. in the bathroom, shot shell casings in the bathroom, then for some reason grabbed a knife instead of getting out of there and stabbed them both. I mean, the story makes no sense, you know? And then you gotta, who is this guy? What color is he? She said he's black, apparently, I heard in the reporting. And why would he have the motive? Why would a random black guy come to this specific address and kill a 38-year-old mom and her 22-year-old boyfriend? Like, well, why would he do that, you know?
Like, she can then take the shoes off, set her backpack down. She's gonna have to be shot on that right-hand side. Walks in the door, and then he comes out, and he's sitting over here.
Makes no sense. She's scuffed.
While there are multiple shell casings and unspent rounds of ammunition throughout the house, there's no sign of a gun anywhere.
Is there guns inside the home? There was? Where did it go?
I don't know. She doesn't know anything.
While a search warrant is secured for the residence, Julia is taken to the police station.
She's going
and
to the
left in
precinct.
care of 2 officers.
Watch this part. This is crazy.
Kind of like add more to your plate. Why do you apologize? I get that a lot. I guess I just have a habit of doing it.
Here comes the quirky humor.
Did you hit the lady over there in Malibu earlier? That's where I was at. Somebody got hit by a car. You apologized, so I figured I'd ask.
Oh, sorry, I did.
Oh, sorry, I did it. My bad. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with.
That is who not NT enough. If I were a detective in this very setting right now, I would be side-eyeing the fuck out of all my colleagues.
Exactly,
I would be raising
bro.
my eyebrows like, bitch, are you serious? Timeline doesn't add up. Shell casings in the bathroom, knife on the bathroom counter. Why is this guy? What's the motive for this random guy killing these people? Her story doesn't add up. Timeline doesn't add up. Previous domestic violence calls. She's also a transitioning teenager who wants to be called Jasper. I mean, the profile here is almost too easy to understand. She did it.
Yeah, it was.
So weird.
Yeah, I'm the criminal.
Why are the cops?
An officer then collects Julia's shoes,
Jesus.
giving the teenager a pair of booties and a snack.
Cooked. Yeah, what is this? They're gonna let. I guess they're gonna get her shoe size. They're gonna try and use it for evidence.
Just stepped
see if
in
there's
the
any
blood.
specks, right? Any gunpowder. It's cooked. If she had stepped in any blood or any gunpowders on her shoes, they basically know she did it.
Julia's shoes, giving the teenager a pair of booties and a snack.
My mom. Look at little Julia right here. Any woman in America right now with a daughter, this could be you 10 years later or so. You're 6 feet under while your daughter's in a precinct crying and sobbing, acting like she didn't do it.
Julia is still waiting for detectives to begin questioning. Officers assigned to Julia's care deliver breakfast and put on a popular anime called Death Note.
Oh, so they streaming like they videoing her while she's doing all this shit.
What?
The show centers on a teenager with a supernatural notebook that allows its user to kill anyone whose name is written in it, as long as they know the person's face.
Bro, they really put on Death Note. Wow, so edgy. Good show, by the way, but holy
That's
shit.
a good ass show. Wait.
Bro, that smile right. I knew she did. I like.
and that she was so quick too. She was quick with it. Like a quick ass. Yeah, she did it.
Bro, that smile right. I knew she.
Yeah, she did it.
Again, Death Note, anime, basically psychopathic teenager has a book. He can write anybody's name in the book, and there's a demon, like he has a personal demon that kills that person. Essentially, they die. Or at least I believe that's how the show went down. But yeah, the fact that she just smiled at that. Good God, you couldn't be more cliche.
Before
anyway.
they continue, Julia asked to use the restroom. They take the opportunity to collect the teenager's clothing for evidence, trading them for a jumpsuit. When questioning resumes, they press more about the ongoing disputes with Kelly.
So they took her clothes because they want to collect evidence, primarily gunpowder, I believe, and any blood splatter that may have bounced back on her clothes when she killed her boyfriend.
Well, me and her would have a lot of arguments about things, especially over like.
Wait, another question I have is, you know, her story was she was hiding somewhere while her mother and her mother's husband, well, boyfriend rather, was getting killed, right? What if she said, as her mother and mother's boyfriend were getting killed, she was just laying there by the side, scared and shivering? I mean, if you think about it, right, the blood would actually splatter on her clothes and probably her shoes. And she could probably, I don't know if she's probably going to get away with it. They'll probably find something. They'll probably find a way around that shit. But like, you know how easy it is to just, I mean, it's tough being a cop, man.
me being trans, so she'd
There
be
it
like,
is.
Okay.
you're not a real boy, and all, you know, the whole spiel of transphobic stuff.
There it is.
But
She doesn't prove that.
Would you say
she was like trying to kind of meet me in the middle, but it wasn't really working all that well all the time. She would
All the time.
try to call me child instead of, because it's more like gender neutral rather than kind of meeting in the middle, I guess.
Kelly's
Wow. So she didn't want to call her daughter son. She didn't want to call her daughter he, him, and then she murdered her. Case closed. Anger, resentment, vindictiveness building up over months and possible years. Mother tries to compromise, calling her gender neutral terms, but the daughter wants to be, I guess, gender affirmed with verbal words, trying to coerce her mom into calling her male centered pronouns and adjectives and all the rest.
Kind of meeting in the middle, I guess.
Kelly's Facebook page is filled with photos that suggest they once shared a close bond. In a video, Kelly
I can't even lie though, like that shit was saying earlier.
affectionately captioned
Like,
"My
I don't know
Julia."
my shit is impulsive though. But like this woman right here, she looks like a man though. Well, I won't say that, but she has masculine features right here. So, I don't know. But she definitely has masculine features right here, bro. Maybe it's the eyebrow, like lack of eyebrow, but like she has a defined jaw. Like, you know what I'm saying? But maybe just me.
Kelly's Facebook page is filled with photos that suggest they once shared a close bond. In a video Kelly posted in February of 2020, affectionately captioned "My Julia," the preteen proudly speaks in support of Kelly's business.
My name is Julia, and I want to tell you
Crazy.
about
Listen, man, brother in Christ, when I have children, if I have a daughter, a son, I don't want to be the type of parent to have to be a hawk and watch everything they do. But in this day and age, can you take any risk, really?
You know, calling you she, or not using the appropriate pronouns.
Oh my God.
Or not referring to you as Jasper and referring to you as Julia.
Actually kind of being like, this is going to be kind of vulgar, but she'd be like, oh, you have breasts and a vagina and blood and all that, you know. All
I mean, you do, and ultimately that's the problem. You are not comfortable in your own body or your identity, and you needed medically professional help of which your mom could not provide. Most parents are not equipped to deal with issues like this, identity issues, biological issues, and she needed medical help. But in America, we are just for some reason pushing this issue under the rug and acting like it's not a problem. Someone said main character syndrome. Imagine giving birth to your own killer. Happens all the time. You
That's
think
crazy,
your parents
boy.
didn't respect you, just wait until you end up in prison. This kid is killing me from cringe. Holy shit. If someone ever kills me, they better not be this cringe. If you start a 911 call with so basically, you should automatically be guilty. Did she do that? I didn't hear, but yeah.
Yeah, so basically,
getting surgery.
yeah.
A lot, yeah. And she'd be like, oh, I don't want you to sew on a fake
Wow.
like that.
I mean, that's perfectly reasonable. If I'm a father, I don't want that for my daughter.
Earlier, during the domestic dispute.
Oh wait, I didn't even know she went that way though. You know, I don't know too much about all this shit, right? Cause I just come from Nigeria and shit, right? So we don't have all this shit. I just came to Canada. I've been here for about 2 years, so I don't really know much about that shit. But that's crazy though. Like to sew male genitalia onto you. I ain't gonna speak on that. I ain't gonna speak on that.
Paul Kelly discussed this ongoing conflict with police.
Basically, the kids get into now, this whole trans, and I'm totally against it. But I still was kind. I was like, if you want to think you're a boy, you can think that. But you're my daughter, you're Julia, and you're just not going to talk about it then. Like,
well, that very statement got you killed, man. Unfortunately, instead of actually departing ways and getting her out the house, kind of set your own self up to be a target in your own home, sleeping with the enemy next door, literally.
As for Matthew, Julia says they never discussed it, so this was never a point of contention between them.
Oh, collateral damage.
We didn't really talk a lot. It's a thing. Kind of peaceful, but like coexisting. That's the word. We weren't friends, but like
poor guy.
We weren't necessarily enemies either.
Poor guy, just collateral damage. Wow, holy shit. Again, as a guy, if you're in a situation like this, please depart the relationship. Don't become a victim. Do not be a victim of a situation you really have nothing to do with, because you just
on all four legs.
Have fun with your sugar mommy.
According to police records, the glass from the backsliding door was found on top of Julia's bloody footprints.
The glass from the box sliding door was found all over her. Yeah.
As well as Kelly's leg and Matthew's cell phone, meaning the glass had been shattered after the murders took place. Though the detectives are aware of this fact, they allow Julia to continue the story.
Why? to incriminate herself.
After a while,
Yeah,
he's
get more
walking
shit.
around. I can hear him like doing something, and then there's like a lot of like banging.
Yeah, basically too many inconsistencies in the story. We get the
Yeah.
point.
And
And here,
I want to know, is this a monster over here, or is
For
this
the ending.
somebody who made a terrible mistake? Your mom and Matthew today.
You're basically saying that I did, so do you even need my answer?
so
That's yo. Before he gets his shit off, right? Like, so you're basically saying I did it. So do you even need my answer? That's some crazy ass shit right there. That's some main character shit, boy. That's some main character shit, boy. Man. Imagine getting killed by your child, bro. Whew. Yeah.
While the remainder of
holy
Julia's
shit! Oh my
interview-
god, you're saying that I did it, so you even know I did it. Like again, 2B level acting, burger acting here. Holy shit! The confession. They redacted it in this video, but
was redacted. The detectives provided a detailed summary of the chilling confession that followed.
this is what happens when you give your children unfettered access to the internet and anime. She's out here acting like an anime protagonist who just.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Anime is good though, but like all the internet shit, I don't fuck with all that shit. But like, I fuck with anime hard, so like, it's what it is, bro. All the internet shit, man. Keep your children safe, man.
got caught and has to confess. Like, what is this?
Your mom and Matthew today.
Well, you're basically saying I did, so do you even need... Like, what? You're not in an anime. You're in the real world. There's no respawn here. I think she's facing the death penalty, by the way.
While the remainder
As
of
she
Julia's
should.
interview was redacted, the
As she
detectives provided
should.
a detailed summary of the chilling confession that followed. Julia admitted to breaking into Kelly's bedroom while she...
Okay. She admitted to breaking into Kelly's bedroom while she was gone and obtained a revolver and ammunition. God.
was gone, obtaining the revolver and ammunition. The teenager then waited in the kitchen for Kelly and Matthew to arrive home, with a gun in one hand and a knife hidden in a pants pocket.
So clearly premeditated.
When
I was
they
about
walked
to say
through
that.
the front door at 10:34 p.m., Julia told them, "Welcome home." Julia confessed to shooting and killing Kelly before turning the gun on Matthew, who pleaded for the
witnesses,
gun
right?
to stop.
Oh my god,
Julia
poor
then
guy. He's
followed
22, Gen Z.
Matthew into the bathroom where he retreated, stabbing him multiple times.
Oh,
after
it's
running
kind
out
of
of
her hand or
ammunition.
something?
Jesus.
Finally, Julia reloaded the revolver and shot Matthew one more time.
Oh,
in
you're
the
seeing
head.
cuffs and
Oh
shit.
god. Poor guy. Just
Oh,
caught up in the mess
poor
between
guy,
his
bro.
sugar mammy and her transition.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, love Maury for the video, you know. It's a crazy ass story, and I don't know if you noticed, but like, I really try to not really talk about all this misgendering shit, right? Because like, I don't want to get cancelled, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's what it is. It's what it is. But my message to you all out there is just like, keep your children safe, stay off the internet and all that shit. They can watch anime. Anime's good. I watch anime, but like, you still gotta watch what they do and shit like that. So I mean, is what it is. Is what it is. But love you all, and like, share, subscribe. Let's get this video out there, please. I will get more views on my previous videos, right? So I appreciate that. But like, you know what I mean. You know, let's get this career started, bro. Love you all. Appreciate it, man. Bye. For all my live viewers right now, we're gonna go to our watch later and probably choose one of this shit right now. I wanna go to the I wanna watch this shit.
Done about the way
So let's do the YouTube shit. Welcome to Swap In. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a video by Omizi titled "Charles the Builder Shot a Black Man and Himself Outside a Courthouse." He shot a black man and himself. I wonder how that happens, but we're gonna know. So basically, right, I don't really know a lot about this Charles the Builder guy, but I know he's a racist. He's a racist motherfucker, right? So, I mean, he's what he is. So, the racist, doesn't like black people. But let's see what he got himself into today.
I walked up to him.
And by the way, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, please. Let's get this video out there. And love y'all. Love y'all.
They're pointing at me, they're laughing, they're pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in." He said, "You start saying all that chimp out to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Well, it actually happened. This is breaking news. I was gonna put another Chud the Builder video out today, but this one is definitely gonna have to go on top of it. Chud the Builder has pew-pewed a man that he was in an altercation on the street with, and while doing so, he actually did graze himself in the process. Now, I will say there's gonna be a deeper dive into this video because there's so much to unpack, and I don't have all the details right now. I'm seeing a lot of things floating around on the internet, some of which claiming that the man himself is no longer with us, meaning that Chud did end his life. But I don't know what type of claims Chud is going to make in court with this defense team that he's gonna have if this man is, you know, no longer living or not. But based off of some of the stuff he was saying on stream before this incident, it seems as though he was kind of predicting a situation like this would happen, which would make things really, really tricky.
Yeah, I don't know how to convince you guys that I'm literally a single guy with a camera. Somebody could come up and try to kill me right now. There's nothing I could do about it, but I'm protected by the Lord, and I believe in his divine protection.
Oh, so you see, he's a famous... I feel like he's a famous person, though. Like, people turning back and looking at him, so...
Other than that,
I mean,
I'm literally a sitting duck.
Since his return to streaming, he had not changed pretty much anything that he had done about the way that he goes about making any sort of content. And now we're in a situation where, in an act of self-defense, there is himself, Chud the Builder, in the hospital because he grazed himself with a bullet, which I don't know how that's even possible, and also a man in an unknown condition at the time of the recording of this video. Pretty sure we'll probably have some clarification by the time it comes out. All of this to me marks the end-all defeat of a Chud the Builder, but for the most part, I've been screaming this from the rooftops. This type of antagonizing content is not gonna have some good result. It's never gonna end well. And Chud's return to streaming was doomed from the start anyway. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, man. Show some love to him also.
90 times that racist streamer slash content creator who goes around antagonizing people, egging them on to say the most nonsensical things in the world and claiming that free speech is gonna save him. But what myself and other commentary channels have been trying to tell him is that free speech isn't just a pass to say anything, do anything, antagonize anybody. It's really just a stupid way to build up your content and get a little bit of buzz on your name. Now, where we left off in the saga was Chud the Builder getting arrested for stealing dinner and then becoming a public nuisance, harassing people, resisting arrest, all these other things. Also breaking his bond agreement from the last time he got arrested. A criminal, a douchebag, a charlatan, all these different things. And coming out of that jail cell and jumping right on the live stream, you saw a change in the demeanor of Chud the Builder. Something spooked him in there, and he's realizing that the consequences of his actions are real.
They took me to a building that was not the jail. After they arrested me, they did not take me to the jail to book immediately. They took me to some building, then some dude in plain clothes gets out. He's clearly a detective, and he takes me into the room in the back of the building, leaves me there for like an hour. He tells me that, oh, you know, the FBI is interested in talking to you. We're waiting on him. He comes in there. They sit down. He's like, okay, I'm with the anti-terrorist organization or unit. He's talking to me, asking me questions, saying, are you with any organizations? And I'm like, organizations? I'm literally just a dude with a phone. Then he says, well, are you affiliated with the GDL? Like, what the is a GDL? Never even heard nothing like that. The Goyim Defense League.
Now, this wasn't just some sort of simple arrest. Chud the Builder bypasses the neighborhood booking and gets upscaled to the FBI and some sort of major interrogation. Now, probably because, I don't know, he couldn't read the room for the past couple of years, Chud the Builder had to have realized that there's been a collective of, you know, provocateurs, groups of people who are anti-this, anti-that, anti-black, Jew, gay, all these things that have been growing in the United States. And this is part of the reason why his whole free speech gimmick falls apart. Sure, you can say things in a vacuum, I guess, but not realizing that there are tons of others that share those sentimentalities. You're gonna get lumped in, just like you kind of lump in people and put them in a group and in a collective. So quickly into that FBI investigation, they accused Chud the Builder of being a part of an organization or a group. Now, I had to look it up, but the GDL is basically a group of white supremacists that are provocateurs
the usual
space that go around spreading anti-Semitic rhetoric, and they do public stunts, basically. So they go in public, make a mockery of people, wear certain costumes.
I ain't gonna lie, it sounds like what he does, so I understand why the FBI thought, you know, he was one of them. I mean, hell, he might be one of them. You know, he might be, but we don't know at this moment. So yeah.
And clothing, try to provoke people in the public space, similar to what Chud actually does. See, Chud doesn't realize that while the internet is rewarding him for these clips that he's putting out, which they're really not, to be quite honest with you, they aren't. He's gonna chud around and find out, because real life people don't take this stuff lightly. And it's not just the average everyday person that you run up on at a gas station or while walking down the street. Now the legal system is involved with you. Even if you got out of this situation, which he does, because he ultimately doesn't, you know, get detained for being a part of this group here. Your name is on a watch list, buddy. They know about you and they are looking at your every move. Let's be clear. They're watching your streams as we speak going forward. It's not a joke anymore. That character that you're trying to play isn't landing. And it looks like it's wearing on you. Also, in the return stream, the energy of Chud felt off. He kept saying that nothing affects him, nothing impacts him. He's fine and he's dandy.
Well, I don't feel so defeated. I'm just tired. I'm not defeated about anything that you guys know about yet.
But the bomb that he drops really reveals the real life consequences of when you pose yourself as being one of these dickheads on the internet. My mama always told me that you are a representation of everybody else that shares your last name or your image or your likeness. I have a brother on social media named Legend of Winning, and if he or I do something bad, it always comes back to bite one another in the butt. That's why it's fairly important to keep our names clean. Chud the Builder doesn't realize that, though. He doesn't realize the actions that he has on the internet will have real world implications. Up until now, where he gets disowned from his family.
I might as well just.
They got disowned?
I'm really upset about. My son's mother texted me today.
Sounds
saying
about right.
She wants to change his name, switch up from mine. She fears for him. You know, she's like, "Oh, you've tarnished your name, and I don't want him to have to deal with that." And I'm sitting there thinking, I walk through the streets and respectable people are literally stopping their cars in the road to shake my hand. I'm walking past people that want to take a picture every second, and the only people that don't like me are that are trying to kill me.
Oh, we said niggas then. Okay, so the thing, so my opinion on all of this shit is, right, you can be racist. Hell, you can do whatever you want to do, but like, once the, you know, the repercussions come back to bite your ass, you know, take it like a champ. That's all I'm saying, right? You can't be doing all that shit and start whining about, oh, the FBI is thinking I'm one of this. Oh, people are like, my wife is trying to check my son's last name type shit. Like, brother, no one gives a fuck about that shit, boy. Genuinely, no one gives a fuck about that shit. So, you're a racist. You know, it happens. Well, it doesn't happen, but, I mean, yeah, you're probably a member of the KKK, but you're a racist. You did what you did, got your money up, got your fame up, take it like a champ, you know. And if you end up going to prison for that, I mean, you made your choices, so it is what it is. But I don't like all this whining ass, blah, 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 blah. No. Don't do that shit around here, boy. Don't do that shit around here, you know. I mean, yeah, let's go. Just wanted to get that shit off. Just wanted to get that shit off. And yo, like, share, subscribe. This is my second time seeing this video, but like, please, like, I need that shit. Like, I mean, I don't know I'm big about shit, but like, I really do. Love you. Bless. Appreciate it, though. Appreciate it.
She's not some. They always want to make bullshit up.
Do you know how much of a douchebag you have to be in order for your presumably racist, at least as Chud said, baby's mother to disown you and your last name because of the stuff that you're putting out on the internet, how you're getting publicly ousted and publicly blasted? That's got to be some of the most embarrassing stuff in the world. If your digital footprint ever gets like that, you should probably reconsider doing your job or doing whatever.
And the thing is, though, the crazy thing is, though, like, the crazy thing, too, is, like, people think that once you say something on the internet, like, after, like, 5 years, that shit just goes. No, it doesn't. Everything you do, there's, like, videos are, like, you're gonna leave a digital footprint, though, so better just behave, you know, and if you don't behave, well, accept the consequences like a man. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, yeah. So say thanks. I know what you're saying in the comments below, and you know, just like the video. But let's see what. Let's continue the video.
befuddled here because he can debate everybody else, right? He can debate the police, he can debate the platforms, he can debate the people on the street, but he can't debate a mother trying to protect their child. You can call it whatever you want, but when the backlash and ramifications are coming to somebody else who is loosely adjacent to you, then you seriously should sit down and look in the mirror. Now, for what it's worth, he still doesn't really get it. Towards the end of that same segment, he actually just takes blame off of himself, saying that, you know, he's just walking down the street being a respectable man, and that his baby's mother is the one that's a coward because she's a woman.
She's not a fucking liberal or anything. She's just a woman. They're all cowards, and I get it. You know, they don't understand what it means to be at war. I try not to be like that.
But this just exposes how defeated that he is. He's really just making up a bunch of excuses as to why he is the one putting his life in this situation right now. So Chuck can say that he is not defeated all that he wants. But when your family/child's mother is taking away the last name of your child, the thing that you're supposed to share, your claim to fame here, then it looks like the content is already beating you, buddy. It looks like you're already defeated. I can tell by the tears that are about to come up off of your face. And now that Chud the Builder is weaker than he's ever been, the internet is going to do what the internet starts to do. They're going to dig, and they're going to dig, and they're going to dig. Problem is that Chud is going to give them as much ammo as possible. This is where we introduce Chud's bedroom behaviors. Now, I'm not one that is to shame what people do in between them sheets and behind closed doors. We all like something different, you know what I'm saying? We all like something a little bit of strange. But what makes this so interesting is that for somebody who has posed themselves to be this big, aggressive, macho man, free speech type of dude, you would never think that he was hanging around somebody named Lily Venus. What does she call herself?
So yes, pretty bitch.
Nah. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, you also check out Young John too. So he made a video about this too, and that shit went crazy. I might react to that shit later, you know, cause that was a good ass video, but like, yeah, you know, I ain't gonna talk too much about it, but like, this is the typical ones, if you know what I mean. I ain't gonna say more than that though, but like, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean, right? So.
A big dick.
And you would never, and I mean never, think that he would get into some of the stuff that she is claiming that he gets into.
Let's hear it.
He's not lying. I already told y'all we used to smoke. He used to sell me weed. And we did raw dog. A lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret that
I'm a professional pegger. What is that? My bad. Let's see what that is. What is a pegger? Is that how you spell it? A pegger is someone that engages in sexual practices of pegging, where a woman. Oh fuck no! Oh my god, bro! I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy, bro. So niggas getting shit in the ass though. Crazy. I mean, what do you expect though? What do you expect? That's crazy though. But I mean, yeah.
I perform prostate massages, if you will, for men. I've been doing it. So yes, pretty bitch with a big dick.
Oh, she showed it.
I fucked Dalton since like 2015.
Crazy.
He was a little chubbier then. His cheeks used to clap in such like the cutest way. Now Chud, he doesn't even have a little chubby butt no more, so I probably wouldn't fuck him again. But I'm wondering, did you bring that up because you want to spin the block? Now, when I first fucked him, he was a virgin, and I'm having a hunch that he probably hasn't been fucked since me and my ex-wife. We can start small, buddy. I got you, but you don't have to fucking cap. Like, if you're gonna say that we fucked, say the whole truth. Okay?
Now, for what it's worth, these are all allegations. Although this woman does know very, very intimate details about Chud the Builder. And for what it's worth, Chud the Builder himself or his cameraman or his team or whatever the case may be have linked Chud the Builder with this woman. So, you know, we're calling it an allegation, but he's even at least a little bit supporting some of the claim here. This allegation makes the character and the facade of Chud the Builder look so false. It looks like it's sitting on a freshly dunked Oreo ready to crumble. This is a contradiction. How does such a mighty masculine man do the bending, as Janet Jackson would say?
Are you gay? How you gonna ask me a question like that? How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over? Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
Now people, even though
Ain't nobody bend me over, so you're doing the bending. Man.
that were supporting Chud the Builder are starting to question him and his validity. Now he doesn't look just racist, he looks performative in all of this. Was all of this true? Was
It looks like a damn hole. It looks like a nigga that was just getting. Imagine getting fucked in it. I mean, to each his own, but like, you know, the thing is, right, from what Young Don said, I feel like all those masculine ass niggas. I mean, it's good to be masculine, right? But like all those masculine ass niggas talking about this shit online, I feel like they didn't have a good childhood, or should I say that? Or like they were bullied as a kid or something like that. So when they got in shape, they used that as a chance to like get that shit off. Well, that's just my like understanding from what I see. So this nigga right here was getting ran through with a pegger and is out here talking about how he hates black people and shit like that. Well, 15 or 10 years ago, a black woman was. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. I mean, what a storyline. What a storyline.
And more famous in this space, and ultimately at what cost? Now you're known as the guy that's doing the bending, or you're bending.
He's bending, bro.
For Lily Venus, and you can see the lack of seriousness that people are taking him when he comes back for his first IRL return stream. First of all, I think it's important to note that he did not learn an absolute thing after being detained, after being questioned for being on this list or in this organization.
I'd imagine.
The case may be. He's going back to being good old Chud the Builder that everybody knows and hates on the internet.
Nigga, is it www? How the fuck would you send me a link that doesn't work? Bro, I need a real manager that's not a fucking yeah, that link doesn't work. Good job. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not fucking doing this. Yeah, TTS not working. It's not gonna work. Get somebody who knows how to do what the fuck they're supposed to do. Take a second to add the TTS link. Yeah, I go to add it. It's fucking not even a link.
He can't even handle a simple issue without doing some sort of public meltdown. It shows how fragile Chud the Builder actually really is. But I don't think that the meltdown was the biggest takeaway from me when he returned to live streaming. It was actually the reception that he got from the people on the street. His name is out there. The word is out, and everybody knows about who he is. So they're not entertaining the conversation as they once were. They're just insulting him, not falling for the rage bait, and honestly keeping it pushing, because they are so done with Chud the Builder. Everybody is done with Chud the Builder.
What up, guys?
You a bitch, bro. No, I don't want to dab you up.
Fuck you, then.
I want to dab you
ass white boy.
Alright, bro.
Don't fucking suck a big black dick.
You claim to be a Christian, though.
Yeah, don't square up with me, little kid.
Little kid, bro. I'm 17, I still beat your ass, bro.
Come over here and say
I just got committed to fucking.
Are you threatening bodily harm? You might want to watch out, kid. Back. Threatening bodily harm again.
Shave that beard. Shave that little ass mustache you got. You like a pussy.
He is a pussy, man.
What was that shit that got leaked to you with you and the fucking filters?
Which
AI
AI
like
pick you like? Which
AI pick?
Which one is your favorite?
Not AI.
Which one's your favorite?
That was not AI.
Talk about a no frontal lobe.
All right.
That arrest was supposed to serve as some sort of warning to Chud the Builder that people are no longer going to tolerate or put up with or
I mean, the thing is that, right, the niggas that fuck with him in the first place, those niggas are crazy, though. So, I mean, once the shit starts turning bad, you start losing your fan base, right? That seems like how it works out here on the internet. I mean, I don't know. I've only been here for like, I've had a few videos before, but, not so much experience and shit. But that's how it looks like, so, yeah.
The type of nonsense that he puts out into the public ethos. And that was supposed to help him change his content, change his mind, maybe do something a little bit differently. But ultimately, it's not working. It's falling flat. And if he didn't get it from those people in the jail cell, if he's not getting it from the people on the street that now aren't falling for the gimmick, aren't falling for the rage bait, or whatever the case may be, he probably should be getting it from people who even look at, supporting him or using him as some sort of content turning against him as well. Aiden Ross is somebody who we know loves the provocateur. He loves to get these racist people on these streams and, have them either entertain the audience or be crazy on stream so he can get a bunch of views, or invite him to his brand risk boxing event. But now even Aiden Ross is out on Chud the Builder.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. On Twitter, there was a page that were hating on me, bro. They were mad at me that I was trying to get him on brand risk.
Get him on brand risk. Come on, homie. You're a businessman.
But
this is about entertainment.
But
find a nigga that want to fight him.
But Unc, No, you're not understanding. Like, the black Twitter is mad at me for trying to get him on brand risk.
Well, they wasn't mad when King Von and Lil Durk was on $1 million mouth worth of game, and they were serial killers.
Listen, I'm reading this page. Every time a hardcore anti-black racist person appears, Aiden Ross promotes and elevates them. Mick Fuentes, Gypsy Crusader, and now he's trying to do it with Chud, the loser.
Well, every time they get one of them old killing ass niggas that done killed somebody, been to prison and hurt people, they elevate them. So what's the difference?
Okay, but do you think he's doing it in a provocative way?
So what? I do it in a provocative way when I say fuck your dead baby, bitch ass nigga. Fuck your hood. Fuck old block. Fuck
All right.
I do it in a provocative way.
I feel like, do you think he's going out in person, getting drunk, and baiting?
Yeah, nigga, it makes, why not do it? You see how much attention he's getting.
Now, ultimately, I do believe that Aiden Ross is going to have him on the live stream because it's Aiden
Yeah.
Ross at the end of the day. But this is going to
Get the
show,
money up.
second guessing that is, that people are recognizing how much of a brand risk it is to have Chud on there, no pun intended, how much of a liability it's going to be, and this can ultimately be detrimental to your business. And I do think that it says a lot when even Aiden Ross is reconsidering, somebody who has no problem with having these types of people on the platform. That means you've got to be doing something right or wrong.
Wrong,
I guess.
yeah.
Now, of course, he's still going to have some sort of supporters in the space. Myron from Fresh and Fit loves this guy. He thinks the bee's knees of him. And even Sneeko is coming to his defense and aid as well. Just on their knees.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna react to the Sneeko video with Young Don, but like, all these niggas are hoes, bro. Like, all these niggas are hoes, bro. All these niggas are hoes, bro. I mean, let's see.
Form heavy.
Let's
Did you see this clip, bro? Look, man, all these motherfuckers hate you. They're looking for something to go after you.
Wait, chill. What happened to you, my little? Chud is doing anything for his attention. What's it saying?
You see this clip, bro? Look, man, all these motherfuckers hate you. They're looking for something to go after you with. So you just got to be on point, bro. And I'm not saying that on some hating shot. I actually want to see him win. I actually think he's hilarious. I think it's.
What? I ain't gonna lie, like, seeing this nigga act like this is crazy. There was a point in time, I think it was about, was it 2021 or 2022? I don't know, but like, the Andrew Tate era, like, all the shit these niggas were saying was like, you know, it was hitting and shit, but like, right now, this niggas look so fucking lame, man. This niggas look so fucking lame. Like, bro, just stop, bro. Just stop. It's not worth it. Just stop. I mean, it's a raccoon right there.
Quite frankly, watching all these fucking get so butthurt over a word goes to show the problems in the black community. Like, they'll sit there and be willing to risk it all, lose their life over somebody saying, like, really, bro?
Like the word. Remember when you couldn't say for so many years and now everybody says it again? Because you're not gonna call a you call somebody stupid.
And this nigga right here, nigga so fucking stupid. This nigga is so fucking stupid. I don't fuck with all these niggas anymore, bro. Like, I still fucking with them like more than 3 years ago, bro. These niggas are so fucking stupid, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Niggas so fucking. I hate this nigga right here. I never said that to no one, but like, this nigga so. I don't even say I hate him, but like, they're just grifting and shit. Like, y'all have to understand that. And his chats is like saying all this shit too. Like, the fact that there are people even there like agreeing to all this shit he's saying is crazy on its own. But like, yeah, what a world we live in. What a world we live in.
When they're acting like a. Who said that? Steve Carell in The Office. It's true. You don't say it to be hurtful. Every other word can be like that too. Do people see what I'm saying? By getting this upset at that word, you're giving it power. You're attributing a lot of meaning.
Now, there's a fucking ass thing to say. Everything we say has meaning. Everything we say has meaning. As a black person, everything we say has meaning. Hell, I didn't even know about all this nigga thing until I came to Canada. Like, I didn't understand because everyone back home is a black person, right? So even right now, although I don't really know a lot about the black heritage, black like American culture and shit, but like I know that these niggas were moving from Africa to here and they were like slaves and shit. So the fact that you're calling a white person is calling a black person the nigger with the hard R, and you think that yo, all this shit is just words, bro. Like, words and shit. You know, I'm gonna react to the Young Don's video on Snake on Academics beef, but like this nigga right here is so stupid, and the fact that he grifts for so many different people is crazy. But I mean, it was.
And hurt and emotion to it. You're allowing this to control you, and it's just a word. At the end of the day, it is just a word.
It's not just a word,
We
bro.
all knew that these two numbskulls would be on his side, but I think you should probably say to yourself, if you're Chud the Builder, like, is it a good thing that Sneeko and Myron are the ones that are, hyping me up? Is that really a good thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially if at the end of the day, these people aren't gonna help you in your IRL situation. Myron and
Ain't
Sneeko
no way.
have nothing for your baby's mother changing your child's name. All they're gonna do is get on their platforms and talk about, oh, that's crazy, women are this, women are that, and the third, and your child's not gonna have a new last name. Like, ultimately, their words are just words as well. They're not gonna do anything to actually help you when the FBI moves you up on the list of white supremacist provocateurs. They're not gonna be there for you in that type of support. They might extend some words, but again, words are just words. I think the aftermath of Chud's arrest is just proving the original point that the content isn't worth it. I don't care what nobody says. Once you leave the internet, it stops being entertainment. Chud came back trying to act like he survived all of the controversy, but you can't hide it in your face, gang. Everybody around you is saying the opposite. The police are asking deeper questions. Your family is turning against you. Your past is being dragged up. It's really, genuinely speaking, not looking good. And this isn't even because I'm anti what you're saying. This is just an objective fact. If you are doing dumb shit that's gonna cost the people in your immediate life off the internet when you log off, connection, and it's gonna have real life consequences.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's a good ass vid from Umix though. That's a good ass vid, and he makes good videos and shit. But like, yeah, we all seen what this nigga just did, right? So I mean, we all know who he is right now. So whatever happens to him, he caused that, puts it on himself, and let's see how it goes. I'm finna react to the Young Dumb video right now. But like, to you all my listeners that are still watching right now, just like, share, subscribe. Let's get this video out there. Comments, I don't know, just do something. Let's get the engagement up, and love you all. I'll see you all later. See you all later. Yeah. Live viewers, we are gonna watch. What are we gonna watch right now? We're gonna watch. I don't really want to watch something too long, bro. Cause I'm tired and shit. Man. I think I'll just watch Academics video. Young Don's video rather on Academics. Now I'm gonna watch this shit later. But like, let's see this shit.
Word has no meaning. Say.
Let's see this shit. So my YouTube viewers. Hey, what's good, what's poppin'? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a video by Young Don React, my bro. And the video title, Academics Cook Sneeko for defending Chud the Builder. So I just watched the video on Chud the Builder, and yeah, things ain't looking too good for him right now. But I mean, it's what it is. He put on himself by being racist, so should accept the consequences of his actions. But like and subscribe. Let's get this video out there, and let's see what we have today. Yeah.
Word has no meaning. Say. Oh, is that what you're
saying?
No, I'm not asking you to say it because it should have no meaning. Right?
Yeah.
There's a fucking meaning to it, right? Clearly. Like, you wouldn't say that, right?
Look at him struggling.
Yeah.
Think.
I need to get one of these on my video, bro. Like, I need to work on this intro and outro.
Now I gotta be honest with you. Me siding with and applauding DJ Academics for anything was not on my 2026 bingo card. But here we are. We gotta give the man a round of applause. Because he ends up debating Sneeko on the topic of Chud the Builder and completely washes him, completely embarrasses him, completely cooks him. Now, I don't know how impressive this really should be. Getting a W off of Sneeko is incredibly easy at this point. He's constantly being a hypocrite. He's constantly contradicting
It's
himself.
grifting, bro. The grifter.
Flip flopping.
Yeah.
And you see, that's what happens when you're trying to grift in too many avenues. He's got grifts that are contradicting other grifts that he's grifting. He's grift maxing, and so naturally it creates a lot of holes in his ideologies and his arguments that make it easy to exploit. Right? He's trying to grift to the white supremacists, and so he's sucking Nick Fuentes' dick. But he's also trying to grift the Muslims, and the Quran clearly says that you are not to befriend or partner or ally with anyone who mocks your religion or disrespects your religion. But Nick Fuentes is constantly doing that to Muslims. And so it's an easy contradiction to point out. But this is happening all the time for him. Anyway, let's explore this. This begins with DJ Academics coming across a clip of Sneeko trying to defend Chud the Builder in some capacity. Let's check that clip out.
Yeah.
It says Sneeko said he spoke to him and warned him to stay.
Chud the Builder's side. Yeah, I saw that. What do you guys think about Chud the Builder? What do you guys think about him? He chimped out on me. He chimped out on me when I met with Ed Craven, the Kick CEO. He was really upset that I had a meeting with...
Who gives a fuck what he thinks?
The Kick CEO. And I messaged him, I'm like, you chimped out on me. And he's like, yeah, you're right. And I saw he's getting his hat snatched. I'll just be straight up. I reached out to him and I told him, bro, you should probably do some desktops because a lot of people are thinking that...
Yo, Sneeko, I'm gonna keep it a bean. You my friend, but we might have to take your nigga pass. We can't have you say nigga no more neither, bro. Hold on now, nigga. Hold on.
Now, Sneeko's been an anti-black.
No, I ain't gonna lie because like I don't really know too much about like all this shit. I just came from like Nigeria, like I said earlier, right? So all this shit just new to me and shit. So I'm trying to use like all these young dumbs videos and like videos like this to like learn like who people are on like the internet space to be able to like make videos about them too, like when I'm good enough and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just using this video to like know what's up on the people doing all this shit, you know? Yeah, just wanted to point that out.
I don't know if DJ Academics is just so oblivious to this reality. I don't know why this is the straw that breaks the camel's back for Academics, but hey, okay, whatever.
Nah, nigga. Hell nah. You see the N-word don't hit it, like you look like you from Vietnam or some shit, nigga. Hold on now, brother. You over here telling this nigga safety tips? Nah. Let him stay out in the streets. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Talking about you tell him to stay inside, like you care about his well. Yo, Sneeko, we might have to revoke your nigga pass, bro.
I mean, you knew he was good friends with Nick Fuentes already, though, Academics. What's the difference between... There's no difference between Chud the Builder and Nick Fuentes. I mean, except the fact that Nick Fuentes is actually an intelligent racist, and Chud the Builder, he's a moron with rocks for brains. So granted, Nick Fuentes would not put himself in a position to be assaulted the way how Chud the Builder is doing. He's not going out and offending black people to their face. So there is that difference, but at their core, they are both equally racist. And so, you know, what's the problem? What's the conflict here? If you're cool with hanging out with a guy like Sneeko who's best friends with a guy like Nick Fuentes, doesn't make sense to me.
Word up, bro. Hell nah. You can't be telling the white supremacists how to survive the storm. What the fuck? Yo, let me put it in your words. It's like telling the Israel niggas how to... Yo, what's wrong with you, brother? Nah, hell nah, Sneeko. We might have to, like, do a research on you, bro. We don't know if you could say nigga for the next month, bro.
You know, the like I said earlier, right? So I don't really know a lot about this shit, but as a black man, I'm like coming to understand what like being black means in this part of the world, right? In the West and shit, right? Like saying this shit is corny. Like saying, what did you say earlier, right? That we might have to revoke your black pass. Like that shit sounds corny, bro. Like don't just say that shit, right? I mean, it just sounds corny. I don't know how to explain. It just sounds corny, bro. You know, it sounds corny, and you know the fact that Sneeko is black, I think it's half black, half white, right? And he's doing all this grifting and shit. It's also crazy in its own way, but I mean,
Tweaking.
yeah.
How the hell you over here
Next month.
trying to
See,
get
this is the problem with the sellout. They're constantly trying to find
Yeah.
ways to excuse racists and give
Yeah.
them passes and forgive them.
Yeah.
And it's exhausting. This is the real black fatigue right here. This exhausting nonsense that we must endure.
Yeah.
the racist nigga advice on how to keep being racist and not, what the
So he goes ahead, he has a problem with this. I guess Sneeko catches wind of this and they decide to get on stream together and they start to debate. So let's fast forward to that moment right now.
But what did I say that you're upset about? I told him to stop doing the IRL streams like that. It's a bad idea. So
Man,
why?
I want him to continue. I want him to
So
continue.
you want something violent to happen?
No.
I don't want violence. I'm love speech. I don't want to see people antagonizing one another. I don't want to see hate. I don't want to see something bad happen. So I said you should probably go inside. It's going to end up bad.
If you are advocating for love speech, which is bullshit, but if you are advocating for love speech, wouldn't you actually, instead of telling Chud the Builder to do desktop streams, wouldn't you tell him to stop
Being
antagonizing
racist.
black people,
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
trying to offend black people and
Yeah.
incite violence out of black people?
Yeah.
How wouldn't you tell him to, hey, this is a racial slur that offends people that you're just saying for no reason. How about you just stop that? Wouldn't you encourage him to do that? No, instead you encourage him to continue the behavior, but just from the safety of his own home. Right? So you're not advocating for people behaving in a way that reduces the amount of unnecessary offense that exists in the world.
Antagonize someone, someone's going to act in a way. It's just a bad idea.
I'm not saying I want him to stop because of violence happening. I want it, based on what he's saying he's down to stand on whatever he's down to he's been saying. I actually believe if something was going to happen to him, it would probably be a Caucasian that would probably hurt him. You know, usually when guys are spitting all of that political stuff, I don't see a lot of black people. You know what I mean? Look at Charlie Kirk. Who clapped him? Look at all these who keep trying to shoot at Trump. It's the white dude. So when he's talking about First Amendment right and he's basically also saying, hey, he got his Second Amendment right. To me, that's political. He says he's a free speech advocate. Black people usually mind their business. Okay? If they have issues, they have issues with people that are in their vicinity over actual things that, you know, would make sense for interpersonal issues. This guy is talking politics, and just look at the people who've been smoking the politicians.
Okay, that's very true.
So I think the person who gonna handle him would be white, but I'm not saying that he should continue that because I'm like, hey, listen, if he's that radical,
do you think he should be handled violently?
I think he encourages it.
You're not answering the question.
What?
Do you think that somebody should do something violent to him?
No, but I think they should meet him with the energy that he has, right? So
that's why I told him I don't know why you're upset. I told him you should stop doing these IRL streams.
They should tell him to stop the rhetoric.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Yeah.
That's what you should do.
Don't be academics, bro. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How about you stop going around? See, Nick Fuentes, and this is what I've said so many times about these bootlicking, sellout raccoons, people like Sneeko. They end up having to be more ridiculous and more racist than the actual white supremacists. You got Nick Fuentes, who is an actual white man. Granted, he has some kind of Hispanic lineage, we know that, but race is based on phenotypical traits. Nick Fuentes, he looks like a white man, therefore he is a white man, and his mother is white.
A white
right?
woman,
And so,
yeah.
Nick Fuentes, an actual white man and a leader in the white supremacist spaces, he's saying that Chud is wrong for going around talking like this. Why can't Sneeko, a quarter black, quarter Filipino, quarter Jewish, quarter whatever the fuck, why can't he, a man with no Caucasian DNA essentially, why can't he take the same position? Because in order to prove his allegiance to the white supremacists, he must be more ridiculous and more racist than the white supremacists, than the Caucasian white supremacists. Isn't that sad?
We should disarm the meanings of these words. We can't let words like that control us. Why is that the only word where people feel justified in America to act violently over?
Well, you don't. So does Sneeko believe that nobody has ever been punched in the mouth for saying words besides the N-word? Is that what he's saying?
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Trying to say that the N-word is the only word in the entire English vocabulary that has ever incited violence. What is he talking?
I call your mama a hoe. I say I fuck her. Oh, I don't say that, but like all that shit. I say bitch ass nigga. I say all this crazy ass shit, bro. Niggas can fight about that shit. Like everyone can fight about that shit, you know. Especially on the off day. So the thing is, the nigga here is just grifting, bro. This nigga is just grifting, you know. I don't even know what it stands for anymore because he has so many things he believes in that, like Don said earlier, that clashing and shit. But I mean, yeah.
Talking about people get punched in the face every day.
Yeah.
For saying all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Saying shit about people's mothers.
I say
right?
that.
Talking about people's wives,
Yeah.
people's girlfriends.
Yeah.
Right. Calling people a bitch, you pussy. That people say shit like that to each other all the time and get into physical altercations for it. You
Yeah.
a hoe, da, da, da. Why is he pretending like this is the only word that people take offense over?
Yeah.
What? And shall we remember how Muslims literally have blown up buildings because let me not spoil it. Academics is actually going to make that point. But people have attacked people for other words, sir.
No other word in the English language that elicits the same reaction that word does.
That's just not true, but okay.
I'm not going to defend acting violent over a word. We can't repurpose history, right? And that word is.
But we do all the time. We do all the time. The word mean the same thing. The word dumb doesn't mean anything. Even the word nigga doesn't mean the same thing. Okay. Black people have used it colloquially, and now that's a perfect. That actually the word you're talking about has been repurposed to be a term of endearment.
No, white people did not used to say the word nigga. Black people, that is a slang word that black people made up that is a derivative of the word, the hard R word. That's our word that white people desperately want to say. Black people don't go around calling each other the hard R.
Yeah, we don't.
If you as a black person say the hard R casually, normal black people look at you weird as fuck. These are two completely different words.
Yeah.
So trying to say that they're the same word and that black people
right now, bro. That's tough.
But even then, we understand how the word. Even if what he was saying was true, it doesn't matter because that's just not how language works, right? One girl can call another girl the B word, and that is very different than a man calling that same woman the B word. Gay people do it with the F slur, right? This is just a common thing amongst people. When a black person calls another black person the word nigga, he is not saying anything about that person's worth. He's not saying that you are an inferior person. But when a white person uses a hard R, that's exactly what they're saying. And that's all that matters.
To mean anything.
Sneeko, what I'm saying is that you can't repurpose history. I said
black people, nigga has been repurposed. It was a word to mean slave, and now it means
Sneeko, you're being obtuse.
No, the word nigga has never meant slave. That's just not true.
The guy is, hold on, the way he's saying what he's saying is a direct callback to slavery, brother. Like if you think it's not like he's saying it meaning something else. We know what he means. So you're trying to make this point like, oh, nigga has been repurposed. Is that what he's saying? Is he like, oh, what up, my nigga? Is that what he's saying, or is he actually saying that, hey, you're a lesser human being?
Yo, the thing is that I live in, like, I'm black, right? So all this shit's new to me and shit, right? I haven't met white people like since I met white people when I came to Canada, right? So all this is like still pretty new to me on like black culture and everything, right? But the thing is, right? I can't even let a white person rather say nigga to me. I don't care if it's the short nigga or the nigga with the hard R. Like I don't give a fucks about that shit. Like knowing what like the history of what that word means. Nah, bro. I ain't giving you no pass about that shit. I ain't giving you no fucking pass about that shit. So, I mean, that's just what I feel about it. And, you know, is what it is. Is what it is.
And I'm using this word to remind you of that. You tell me what he's saying.
He is saying that, but it only.
So why do we need to repurpose what he's saying? His hold on. His intentions are clear.
Let words control us.
It's not about words controlling us, right? So you're now talking about actions. I'm talking about the word first of all. So you're basically admitting that he's antagonizing, right, race relations by trying to bring up a time or a he's trying to treat black people as subhuman by how he's speaking to them, right? And then you're saying, okay, even if he's doing that, we should just not be violent. And I hear you with that. But you got to admit to the first part first.
We agree on the violent thing, but you could only get rage baited if you get rage baited. You could only allow this word to have that power if you agree to that frame. We should repurpose this word.
And the shit is that I don't even know how this nigga has a platform, bro. Like, why do you still have a platform, bro? I think he should have been canceled a long time ago. He should have lost all his shit right now. You know, I ain't hating on him, another man's downfall, right? But like, please, bro. Like, at least help yourself. Like, I'm making this shit worse, bro. Like, it's a little hard for me to even say I like you at a point, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. The internet's crazy.
We can't be controlled by them anymore. The same reason the word Negro used to be the correct word to.
Point is, the word has the meaning it has today, and he is using that word to try and offend black people, and to offend people in general. 99% of which do not get aggravated to the point where they have actually put hands on him. It took the first man after him doing this for months, if not over a year at this point.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know about that.
But the point is, you can't dictate how people feel when they hear certain words. You can't dictate that. Humans are emotional creatures, and some people, when they are offended, they feel like punching you in the mouth. And the reality is, if a black man went up to a white man and disrespected him or disrespected his wife, and that white man was caught on video punching him in the mouth after him being rude, the comment section would be filled with white people, and not just white people, people of all races applauding that man, saying that's what you deserve. Why did you go up to this man minding his own business and start disrespecting him or disrespecting his girl? Yeah, it's good that he got punched in the mouth. These are the same people that say the problem that's wrong with the world is some people have never been punched in the mouth or don't know what it's like to get an ass kicked. The only time that this becomes invalid is when a black man is standing up for his own honor and his own dignity. That's when it's some kind of savagery and savage behavior. But when a white man does it, oh, that's just him being a man, right? That's that bullshit.
Call a black person, but it became a slur because it reminds us of a time of civil rights. Now it is a slur, but at the time, in the 60s and the 50s, Negro wasn't a slur.
He's not going around saying the word Negro, though. That's the point. He is not going around saying the word Negro.
Even back then, in slavery time,
Sneeko.
It wasn't a slur. That was the word for
It doesn't matter what, even though he's wrong. He's just wrong about the history of the word, the hard R. But even if it was true, it doesn't matter. What matters is, see, words are a vehicle used to communicate a message. What is the message? What is the intent behind the word that he's using? The intent is to offend. The intent is to insult. That's all that matters. So you arguing over semantics is irrelevant. But let's now fast forward to the point where academics absolutely cooks this fucking
I want to see that part.
It shows him how he himself doesn't even agree with this logic when the people being offended are no longer black people, but Muslims. Let's check that out. So what academics is masterfully about to do here is show Sneeko how ridiculous it is to try and police what people are offended by.
Offended
what
by,
people find
yeah.
offensive.
Yeah.
And he's going to use Muslims as an example. He's going to show how there are many situations where somebody may say something to a Muslim about the Prophet Muhammad, about Allah, about whatever the fuck, and they might take offense to that. Does Sneeko believe that they just shouldn't be offended because they're just words, and words only have meaning if you give them meaning, right? Let's see if he stays consistent with that logic.
That's what it means. That's what it
What does
says.
this have to do with using it? The point what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to black people finding offense of things that they feel is offensive, you're like, well, why don't y'all just stop being offended by the word? However, if I then showcase a situation where another group of people, where someone tries to disrespect them, you can't repurpose the disrespect. You want black people to repurpose the disrespect.
Great. There's a great analogy here. Do you see how you're equating this individual word that doesn't have real meaning unless you to the holy?
Every word has meaning, brother.
The word of God compared to the word.
If the word has no meaning, if the word has no meaning,
you are equating the word of God to a slur that is outdated.
Okay, yours. All right, you said that the words don't have meaning.
That's the whole point. You cannot have.
Yo, if you claim words have no meaning,
it's not equivalent to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say. Oh.
Is that what you're saying?
No niggas are shook about that.
He froze. See, if words have
Man,
no meaning,
that one crazy though.
Say fuck. You know, I don't even. I actually care about. You know what I'm saying? Why unnecessarily offend people? You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, say that, Sneeko. Since words have no meaning, and you're an advocate for free speech,
yeah,
and you believe that this is an exercise to teach people to control themselves, go and show us how much self-control Muslims have. How about you do that?
The word has no meaning. Say. Oh,
is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say it because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right? Clearly, like you wouldn't say that, right?
Look at him struggling. Look at him struggling.
Man, think of something. Make something up.
When Jimmy Neutron used to do think. That's what he's doing right here.
Because there's
look at him.
Intended meaning. If you're saying
the point that you're making, how are you equating
words have meaning, brother?
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. So this part
I ain't gonna lie. I've seen enough of this shit. Like my phone's about to die, bro. So I can't even watch the whole video. But I think we all understand the gist of it. And Sneaker's such a. I think we all know what it is. So I mean, it's what it is though. By the way, nice video, Young Don. I fuck with Don like big time heavy. You know, I'm even subscribed to him right now. I fuck with him hard. So I love you all. Can you all please just like, share, subscribe, and let's get this video out there. I appreciate it, man. I love you all. I'm gonna see y'all later, and have a good night. It's about, what's the time right now in Canada? It's about 12:24 a.m. So I'm up for you all. You all should show some love too. I appreciate what you all gonna do for me. Appreciate, man. Appreciate. Have a good day.